Let's make this slice text effect. So far I've done just two things. I've added a background, and on that I have applied a fill tool. If I zoom out, you can see that I have given it these two colors, the shade of orange on the right hand side you can see here, and a shade of red as you can see here. After that, I added a text. The font that I've chosen is called Impact, and I've also applied a gradient on this using the fill tool. As you can see on the right hand side, it's this shade of ocean green and a shade of yellow here. All right, so let's begin with the slice text effect. For that, first of all, I'm going to lock this background so it doesn't move at all. And I'm going to select this text. Now to make the slice text effect, you can first of all select the text, right click, and convert it to curves, because that's how you feel like you can properly work with curves. But in this case, you don't have to do it. You can simply select the text and go here on the left hand side where we have the knife tool just below the pen tool. Most of the time it's on the pencil. So you can come down here and select the knife tool. So the thing with this knife tool is here you can see there are modes, and this one mode is a straight line mode. So if I turn it off, you would be able to make any sort of curve that you want on a selected object. So if I'm moving it on a deselected object, nothing's going to happen. And then of course you can work on the smoothness of it, how much smooth or jagged do you want. And there are of course a few other settings. But since we're going to cut it through straight, we're going to turn it to the straight line mode. And before you cut it, make sure that the object that you want to cut is selected. So you can go back to the move tool, select the text, come back here on the knife tool. Now everything is selected. All you have to do is click here and then drag, click here and then drag, and simply cut it. That's it. Now to bring out this text effect, we can still see that it's all grouped together. But if I open here on the right hand side, now everything has been sliced, so everything is split. But it's not visible to us because since it's grouped, so all you have to do is ungroup it. And I'm going to ungroup by right clicking and then ungroup all. So now you have everything separated one by one by one. And you have to make sure that there aren't any small parts that might get left out otherwise. So make sure you are careful while selecting it. So I'm going to hold shift and one by one select them all, noticing that nothing gets left out, which is above the slice. And you can simply group them together, or you can go up here where it says add, you can add them. So it's curves and it's one single piece. Similarly, you can come down here, hold shift and make sure nothing gets left out. And you can again press Ctrl G to group it together. And you can come here and press add. And still we have left out one little piece that's here. So which is on the lower half. So I'm going to select these both and again press on add. So you have these two groups now, and all you want to do is add an effect of shadow. You can again do it in two ways. The first one is select the upper one and go here in the FX. You can come down here and on the outer shadow and you can select it, bring it out, and from multiply you can come into the normal mode and you can begin to add on the radius, the offset, the intensity, and that can help you the kind of shadow that you want to have. Something like this. You can also adjust the angle if you want to. You can close it. It already looks that has been nicely cut through. But it does look a little bit odd. So I'm going to press undo or simply go here in the FX and click out of outer shadow and close it. And there is one more thing you can do. You can come down here and using the arrows, move it to the right and a little bit upwards. Move it to the right, a little bit upwards. And now you can take any one of these and to blend in the colors that are behind, instead of using the shadow, you can use the transparency tool, which is just below this fill tool. You can come here on the left hand side, choose the transparency tool and click on just the border where it is. And you can see it for yourself. Which way do you want it to have? So if just in this case, you move it to the wrong end, press undo, hold it again and move it this way. And now you can see for yourself, kind of bring it here. And now you can zoom in and fine tune it. How far or how close do you want it? This is the divider. So this will really help you. You can push it down to see which way is it going. And from here, you can gently move it little by little to make sure that it's spread evenly on the straight line. All right. So you can kind of bring it here, slightly here. You can zoom it further in and keep on making those gradual adjustments until you get what you want. Now you can move the slider upwards and reduce it, or you can keep it just the way you want it. You can also reduce the size of the spread by bringing it closer. You can also bring this closer, something like this, and darken it by moving the slider. If I zoom in, you'd be able to see it. So you can move the slider. And now if you zoom out, hold the move tool, click out, and that's it. That's how you slice your text. That is complete. Thank you so much for your time. I'll be back soon with another tutorial very soon.